This is Conversations at Lunch with Emmanuel.
Hello there, welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast in the world, Conversations at Lunch. It is my delight to have you join me today. Conversations at Lunch really is that channel, that podcast, that platform where we just get to sit down as though we're across the table together as friends, and we get to discuss some of the things that are happening in this life and some of the things that I've been noticing myself and I feel that we should work on. And of course, it's what now? It's not a one-man army, whatever. That's why we always have, the platform where you can comment, share your thoughts, and let us know what you think. All right, this past couple of weeks have been crazy. First of all, man, bro, I fell ill a couple of weeks ago. Now, none of my friends really know the gravity of my illness, but I fell ill, and not only did I fall ill, my immune system was so low. I also kind of suffered a skin infection. People don't really know this. It's limited how much I go outside. I don't go out during the day these days. I just go out in the evening because of my skin. It was terrible. Now, some people, come on, man, this is normal, but I didn't see it as normal. I have probably should do a video. I literally have an entire plastic bag full of drugs. And it doesn't mean I don't have faith, of course not, but it's been crazy. And on Wednesday night, I came online and I was just completely knocked off, by the news of the passing of Charlie Kirk. And bro, in all of this, one thing struck me, and it's that I very much, and I'm guessing you as well, often take health and life itself for granted. And yet, for some reason, unique or known to God, He keeps sparing our lives. He spared me. God spared my friend, because I was speaking with a friend of mine 2 days ago, and he told me he had sent me a voice note. I sent him a voice note August 30th. He didn't respond, so he responded to me the day before yesterday, and he shared with me that it was the day before, that's Wednesday, yeah. And he was telling me that he was terribly ill, so much so that he could not even be close to his phone. I think he said he was bedridden, just some crazy malaria. And bro, God literally spared me. God really literally healed me, and God redeemed me and my friend. And that made me, stop and ask, why are we so ungrateful? I mean, gratitude is not just about saying thank you. I mean, thank you is very common these days. Yeah, I feel like thank you sometimes is especially if you're Nigerian, thank you is the easiest thing for you to say these days. Thank you, oh my goodness. Although one time, I'll be honest, I had a relative, I wouldn't say their gender, but I had a relative one time come to my house. This is years ago, and I cooked for them. I don't remember what it was I cooked that time. I cooked for them. I served them. They didn't say thank you. Guess what? When they finished eating, I went to pick up their plates. They still didn't say thank you. Guess what? They left that day and still didn't say thank you. Guess what? It's been 7 years after that and I'm still waiting for my thank you because they really haven't said thank you. All right. Now that's a funny story. True story too, but funny. But really, gratitude is not just it's not just about saying thank you. I mean, gratitude really is a posture of the heart. I think it was my friend Benny. Shout out Benny, your birthday. Her birthday was not this week, and she's a phenomenal person, I'm telling you. Benny is phenomenal. Shout out Benny. She was talking about this on her podcast. I listened to her podcast, the last episode. Y'all should check out Heartstreet, by the way. Amazing stuff on there, I'm telling you. And she was talking about, heart posture. Because really, Gratitude is not just about saying thank you, like I've said like 3 times already. It's really about the posture of the heart, the position of the heart. And these days it's like our bare minimum when it comes to gratitude. What we do is like, at least it's not like I didn't do anything. These days it's just we say, we just send the person a text. Somebody literally helps you get a job, and all you could do is send them a thank you text. Thank you very much. And now this job is not you're not freelancing or anything like that. It's not a volunteer job. You're being paid. The least you could do was send a bottle of wine 2 months after you got a job. No, just one text. Done. Somebody literally helps you through a tough time in your school, helps you pay your school fees, helps you, find something, whatever it is, and all you could ever do was tell them thank you in that moment, and that's all. Bare minimum. And on the other hand, we have people who have learned, the culture of deeper gratitude or deep gratitude, people who recognize, who act, that is, they acknowledge the person and they value the sacrifice, and sometimes they even pay it forward. You get what I'm saying? Now, of course, I know that not everybody will be opportunity to do that. This is not me putting that on anybody, but I'm saying some people have mastered the art of really showing gratitude. Now, let's talk about the roots of ingratitude. Why are we so ungrateful? Or why do we not know how to show true gratitude? And don't come at me and tell me that it's because you don't have all the money. Now, I know that there are moments like that, and there's people in my life right now that I wish I could be more grateful to. I could show my gratitude more to. I just need to have more resources to make that available, make that possible. Because people are really, what's the English? Invaluable to me, and I really want to show them and prove that to them. Right? But I'm doing my best, of course. But let's really look at the roots of ingratitude. Why our generation struggles with being grateful? Why do people struggle with being grateful? Why? I don't know. Okay, I might be wrong. I might be wrong again. If you're a Yoruba and listening to this applies to you. I don't care if you believe you do it or not. Just know it applies to you, because I'm my own people. Even my own people sometimes. All right. Now, first of all, I think the first reason for poor show of gratitude is just an entitlement culture, an entitlement mindset. Somehow we've learned to assume that we deserve everything. We're deserving of everything. And it's even crazy nowadays where so much affirmation is in the air that tells you you're deserving of everything, even the very breath that you breathe. No, you're not deserving of the breath you breathe. It is God's mercy that's keeping you alive, not because of your good works or good deeds or bad deeds, And some of us, if it was based on the metrics of our bad deeds, then we wouldn't even be living or breathing today. So what am I saying in essence? Some people struggle with this entitlement mentality. It's ingrained in our culture. You feel like you're deserving of the good being done to you. Does it make sense? Number one. Number two, it's usually a comparison trap. Now, this is very crazy. This reminds me of the story of the talents. I believe it was Sammy on Pop Disciple who was talking about this a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I should also check out Pop Disciple, an amazing podcast. He talked about the talents, the story of the talents in scriptures, right? How that last one guy who was given one talent went and hid his own because he compared what he had with others, right? And this also is the reason many of us have a very poor show of gratitude, is because we've often fall into the comparison trap. Instead of gratitude, instead what we do is we measure against what we don't have. And that's the crazy thing. You're like, yeah, thank you so much. It's not like I'm not grateful though, but what did he give me? He only gave me 2K. You know what I needed? I needed 200,000. He sent me 2K. Please. If he gives 100,000, I will tell him thank. If I can't roll in his house, but for now, thanks. Thanks with full stop at the back of it. Thanks, full stop. That's enough.
Are you enjoying this episode of Conversations at Lunch? Make sure to follow Imagine Studios 116 on Instagram and YouTube at Imagine Studios 116 to catch up with the whole crew. Now, back to Conversations at Lunch.
And all that you're doing is what is robbing you of true gratitude in that moment is that, number one, like I said, entitlement. You have to realize that this person didn't owe you the money they gave you. They gave you out of sheer will, regardless of how much that was, to your actual need or budget or whatever it is. They showed up for you. But because you've compared with what you have, or maybe you look at them and you see, oh, they did that for that other person. They look at what they did for me. And that kind of there's our show of gratitude. So comparison trap number 2. Number 3, short memory. Now this is, many people fall into this trap, short memory, and this is that we forget too quickly what people or God, in some cases have done. We forget what people have done for us. We have short memory. We forget too quickly. And people are like that, man. People are like that. I used to, I don't know if I should say this, but I used to know somebody on campus when I was in school. When I was in university. This person had issues the first time. Listen to this. This person had academic issues at some point in their life. And they reached out to myself and my friends, and we were concerned, heavily concerned. We did everything in our power. We reached out to everybody we could reach out to. Luckily enough for the person, was able to get a loan and settle their academic fee. And guess what? After that happened, we never heard back from the person. Never did. Until when the person needed our help again. And my friends and I will talk about this randomly. Any of my friends who is listening to this podcast right now will know who I'm talking about. And I'm not, if that person didn't listen to this is not a shame. Of course, I wouldn't do that. But it just highlights that people really are poor when it comes to showing gratitude. And it's crazy, bro. It really is crazy. It really is crazy. Do you know that even without money, there's a way you can really tell somebody that you are grateful, sir? Like you almost feel like texting them every day saying, bro, I can't thank you enough, but thank you for doing that thing for me. Sis, I can't thank you enough, but thank you for doing that thing for me. Like, I believe that gratitude is something that must come from the very depths of our soul, our hearts. It must be true. It must be true. Lastly, self-focus. Gratitude requires humility, and the problem with humility is pride kills it many times. And so many people just don't have that humility enough to be grateful, to show that they are grateful to people. Just crazy stuff. And because of time, I'll rush now. Now, why does it matter? Why does it count? Why does gratitude matter? Why is it a thing? Because number one, gratitude is what keeps the heart soft towards God. Psalm 103 says, forget not his benefits. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Forgetfulness there. If you forget his benefits, what would happen is instead of blessing the Lord, you'll have the opposite, and you would curse the Lord. Remember, Job's wife said to Job, curse the Lord and die. Curse God and die. But Job didn't, because I can't forget all his benefits. Right, that's number one. Number two, gratitude honors people and strengthens relationship. I can't emphasize this enough. I know people today, and oh my goodness, I don't want to sound evil, but I know people today, if they were going through a life or death matter, and they're on one side, and on the other side, I have somebody else who is also going through a life or death matter, and I don't know person B, but I know person A, and person A has shown a track record of being very ungrateful. I'm telling you, and all I have, the both parties have exactly what I need, or what I have rather. Their need rather is exactly what I have. Now I won't be evil to give all of my need to person B. I would split definitely, but I'm saying if it was in my human flesh or form, when I'm thinking carnally, whatever, I'm giving all my resources to person B. I know people like that. So gratitude honors people and strengthens relationships. I've told you, it's not just about what you can give. Nobody's asking you now to give your salary or how much is your salary? The person who helped you get the job probably even earns more. But it is, let the person know that they matter indeed. How can you be working in an institution for a long time? Or how can you be schooling somewhere? My parents suffered this a lot. I remember my mom would help kids get admission into school. The parents of the kids would call my mom, almost begging her to please help their kid get into school, University of Ilorin at the time. Not like some back-end operations, just like, please help us talk to the guys at the admission center, whatever it is. And my mom would do that. At the very moment the kid sees an admission, like you've been admitted, they never even call my mom to inform her. It's that crazy. They never call my parents to inform them that, hey, we've got an admission, thank you very much. Never. Do you know how many of them have come and have slept in our house and I never saw them again after they wrote their post-UTMEs? Never saw them again. Gratitude is really poor, I'm telling you. Gratitude is really, really poor. Last but not least, gratitude is what gives perspective in trials. Listen, it shifts your focus, from what's missing, right, to what's present, because you have a heart posture towards gratitude, perpetually, always. Gratitude. I'm grateful. Regardless of what's happening, I'm grateful. Right? So, here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to do something practical. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to kind of like create a chat or a plan or whatever it is to kind of help you become better. And we're going to start from this. Number 1, start small. Write down 3 things you are grateful for, say, in the last 1 week. 3 things I'm grateful for in the last 1 week or in the last month. August is past, right? Happy New Month, right? What are 3 things that happened in August that I am really grateful for? What are 3 things that happened so far in September that I am really grateful for or about? That's it. And now number 2 step, let's do it this way. Number 2 step, I want you to write down who are the people who I owe an extra thank you today. Who are those people in my life that I know that I owe an extra thank you? I've told them thank you in the past, but who's that person? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 25, 83,000 people, whatever, that I feel like I owe another thank you. Maybe a thank you note, a thank you gift, a thank you bottle of wine, whatever it is. Who is that one person in my life right now that I know that I owe a thank you? I don't just say thank you to them. Like, you've got to put your heart into it, right? So maybe write a short note, make a call, whatever it is, and show them that you are grateful. And of course, with God, thank Him for what He has already done in your life, and ensure that you do that before you even ask Him another thing. All right. So, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for in this week? What are you grateful for the last month? Not in general, but like right now. Like, try and be specific. Right? Don't just say I'm thankful for life. Yes, like you've got to if there's no awareness, consciousness of like what life really means to you. Like if you when I saw that video of Charlie getting necked, man, bro, I became more grateful for life, and I became more. I don't want to go into that, but anyway. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope this has been an amazing conversation. Like I said, it's not supposed to be one way, so you can definitely let me know what you think. Send me a voice note today explaining or telling me what you think about this episode. If you have stories you want to share, stories of people who you did good to, never heard back or whatever it is, let me know. Send me a message today. The link is definitely there in the description. I love you. Thank you so much. And thank you for putting up a chair at this table. Conversations at Lunch would not exist without you, and definitely Conversations at Lunch will be back in 2 weeks. I love you. Have yourself a splendid Friday. Ciao.
Pretty sure you enjoyed this episode of Conversations at Lunch. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to be alerted when a new episode drops. This podcast was powered by Imagine Studios 116.